Hello, good morning and happy Monday. I'm Deirdre Coyne and today we are looking at Mindset Monday and how our thoughts influence how we feel and how what we feel impacts what we do. So I'm going to share, this has been I suppose quoted or explored several times by several very, very clever people. But for me, and it's actually in my diary, it's from Gandhi, who says, keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behaviour. Keep your behaviour positive because your behaviour becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. Keep your values positive because your values become your destiny. So that, very clever Gandhi, explains a little about what I wanted to share with you this morning, and that is that we often feel different emotions and we may think that our thoughts are the reality. So what we need to recognise is what our thoughts are, and it is the thoughts that are creating the feelings, and the feelings are then creating the behaviour. So for example, I would often use, to explain this concept, I would often use the example of say I was going into a shop and a friend was coming out and they appeared to look at me and look away. And I might think to myself, I've done something wrong, they're not speaking to me, and I would feel anxious, worried that I'd said something. If I had the thought that they were purposely ignoring me because they thought I was boring, for example, then I might feel sad. If I had the thought maybe they didn't see me, then I might think, I might think another thought, so I might think I best go wave to them or ask them if they're okay. And that would create different feelings. So it's not so much the feelings that are upsetting us as much as it's the thought creating the feelings, if that makes sense. So what can we do about it? Well, I guess the first step is to recognise that the first thought is not necessarily true, and that we may come up with a more helpful thought. The other thing to recognise is that we do have control over what we think next and also what we do with that thought. But the very first step is to acknowledge, to catch the thought, and that's in the 4 C's exercise, which I will share with you in the comments and in the notes. So catching our thoughts is really important in helping that awareness of, there goes that thought, this is making me feeling that way, and from there we can move to change it. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for listening to me today. Have a great week, or at least a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.